Previously, when Coco swiftly flashed towards Princess Lewellyn's neck, rubbing its beak against her cheek in a cute way, she inquired Commander Tristan, asking if it was threatening to kill her. To this, Tristan, for confirmation, stealthily extended his hand towards it. However, Coco, at sensing this, struck a heavy blow upon his finger, resulting in a heavy gush of blood coming out from his injury. Lewellyn, upon this, worriedly took out her handkerchief and rubbed the blood. Moreover, as she observed his expressionless face, she burst into loud laughter, at which Tristan got baffled, pondering that even if he did not know why she was laughing, but his heart also animated at noticing her smile. Nevertheless, Duke Almondite was visible at a distance, who got pissed at witnessing their close relation, reflecting that Lewellyn would love him right away when she knew why he left her. So, let's dive into the chapters 57 and 58 of the manhwa, The Secret Bedroom of the Forsaken Princess. As Lady Vivian discusses alone with her brother Alan on their plans to control the Brygen's royal family, especially Queen Pamela, she eventually fails to control her temper, due to which she furiously labels Bastian as an idiot, yelling that he does not accept her as his wife till now. Alan, upon this, suggests her to calm down, assuring that Queen Pamela will indeed do something regarding Bastian's problem. However, not wanting to stop, Vivian declares that she has been treated worser than Princess Lewellyn in the past few days. To this, Alan delivers a serious expression, questioning if Lewellyn is trying to become an obstacle for Diane's succession to the throne. Plus, by smirking clearly, he adds that it is not good for Lewellyn's life at all, because if he wants, he can eliminate an obstacle very easily, even if the person is the Princess of Brygen. At hearing this, Vivian reminds him that Pamela cannot remove Lewellyn for 5 years. Therefore, it is also very difficult for Maud family to kill her. Upon this, Alan grins clearly, questioning if Vivian still remembers Lewellyn's past. Vivian, at listening to his words, gets nervous visibly, speaking that in the past when Lewellyn was in her topmost power, she looked at every single person with predator eyes, which can prompt them to lost all their confidence. Yet, Alan interrupts her statement, jokingly stating that Lewellyn's situation is different now. At which, Vivian droops her head in silence for a bit. Besides, by smiling smugly, she conveys that Lewellyn's condition is very hilarious right now. Vivian then declares to Alan that she has not ever been jealous of Lewellyn, either it is her position or her beauty, but she always has a pity feeling for the fall of Lewellyn, who shows herself like a prestigious woman. But in the present, she has become so miserable that she cannot even protect her own brother's room. Moreover, by delivering a menacing blush on her face, Vivian states that her heart feels so satisfied just at imaging Lewellyn's helpless begging in front of Pamela. However, Vivian abruptly mentions Tristan, stating that he is trying his best in protecting the princess from her family abuses. To this, Alan confirms that he also heard a lot about him, asking how can a powerless commander can go against Pamela's orders. Plus, by calling Tristan a jerk, he adds that Tristan is just an illiterate person from the Jacat tribe, who will bring the Red Knight unit to its destruction solely by the Queen's hands. Nevertheless, Vivian brushes him off, reminding that Bastian will prevent Pamela from harming Tristan. Alan, upon hearing her statement, delivers a serious gaze, and, by glancing swiftly towards Pamela, who is busy in grooming the fur of her mischievous dog, he declares that Queen Pamela will not only clear the Red Knights from her success path, but also every single person who comes in front of her. Meanwhile, Vivian shifts her attention to another big threat, reflecting that the first time she met Bastian, she was shocked that he was the bastard with a lot of flaws. However, he is so different now, as he is now able to go against his mother's orders. Even Pamela is astonished too, who was once at the top of the king, controlling the whole kingdom with her orders. Vivian then confirms that the queen is not in a position to force Bastian to marry her. Moreover, by dwelling in her deep dilemma, she ponders whether it is a good or bad relationship. Bastian is on one side, who needs his mother's power to be strong as the king, and on the other side, Pamela also requires her son's crown for holding her position, and, due to this delicate political relationship, no one from them can break the balance. She further adds that her Maud house is the only one that can play as the weight in that balance. Nevertheless, Alan interrupts her thoughts, announcing that they just need their total attention on Lord Brian and King Bastian's action. To this, Vivian affirms him, conveying that Lewellyn really has no power in her wardrobe, so they do not need to care about her. On the other side, baby Diane raises his little arm towards Vivian with a cute voice, and, as she notices this, she slides her both hands around his waist, asking if he had a great fun. Besides, by cuddling him around her chest, she states if it is for her son Diane, they will surely win. But in an instant, Vivian's eyes grab the attention of Rosalie, who is passing beside the window. Upon this, she smirks clearly, declaring that she finds a best way which can torture Lewellyn even more. Dear viewers, apologies for the interruption. If you're genuinely enjoying the content on this channel, please consider hitting the subscribe icon with all notifications, since this little support of yours will help this creator continue delivering high-quality work to brighten your day. And take a moment at the end of the video to leave a comment, sharing your thoughts on the content. Your feedback means a lot. Now, let's not take up too much of your time and jump back into the story. From here, the scene shifts to the other side of the palace, where a lady servant suddenly opens the gate with a terrified expression on her face. Lewellyn, at observing this, angrily questions what is wrong with her, as the servant is being too noisy, at which the lady servant trembles heavily and only utters Vivian's full name. Lewellyn, upon noting this, inquires if something wrong happens with Vivian. To this, the lady quickly announces that Rosalie made a mistake and therefore, Vivian wants to cut Rosalie's ankles. Yet, Lewellyn does not show any distress expression on her face at listening to this, and, by shifting her eyes, she states that Rosalie was careless so she needs to be punished. At listening to her unexpected declaration, the lady responds that Rosalie is the youngest person here in the palace, who is just 17 years old. This revelation prompts Lewellyn to reflect that Rosalie always seems happy so she remembers her name, but she has to face the punishment for her mistake. Moreover, by delivering a piercing gaze, Lewellyn rebukes the lady servant for not educating the proper rules to newbie. She further adds that the servants in this palace cannot talk to her like that, asking if the servants ever treated her as their master. However, in the midst of this, the other lady servants rush towards Lewellyn, begging her to please help Rosalie this time, disclosing that Rosalie does not have a father nor a mother but only a sick little brother at home. And, as they all gather at one place, the old lady admits that indeed they do not serve Lewellyn well, and even if she punishes them, they will accept it, adding that Rosalie behaves stupid sometimes, but she is not a rude kid. Besides, as the servants droop down their heads in a row, the old lady again pleads Lewellyn to save Rosalie's life. Meanwhile, at witnessing their pleas, Lewellyn releases a deep sigh. Plus, by crashing the book on the table, she states that she is not sure if she can save Rosalie from her punishment, but she will try her best. The servants, at listening to her statement, spring up with a little hope. As we wrap up today's segment, thank you for being with us until the very end. I'll be sharing fresh videos of this manga and exciting new series every weekend. Your support is invaluable, so please subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Your encouragement keeps the channel thriving, and I appreciate it immensely. Until next time, take care and goodbye.